Hello everybody, it's me, DigMC, and welcome to a new series I'm starting called Weird/Obscure 2B2T History. And as the name suggests, this series will consist of me taking a dive into the deep rabbit hole of weird, less serious and lesser known about players, groups and events that have taken place over the years. And trust me, a lot of stupid shit has happened on this server that I think is much more entertaining to talk about than some big LARPy history events like incursions, huge projects and all that stuff. If the title of this video says something else, that means someone suggested the better name for the series, so if you do have any suggestions, feel free to leave them in the comments. But yeah, we're going to be starting this off with a pretty weird one, so strap in for some top tier 2B2T autism, and consider subscribing if this is the kind of thing you like to see. So yeah, let's go. Okay, so this story takes us to the end. The dimension on 2B2T that basically everyone forgets exists anytime there isn't a dupe or exploit that utilises it. But the end is home to some pretty cool shit. Some of 2B2T's most famous bases have called this place home, such as the Space Valkyries and Crowbar's interdimensional bridge, which I'm sure you all know about. What I bet you didn't know about, however, is Space 2K2K, which yes, does exist. And whilst the original 2K2K, you know, the one in the overworld built in 2012, acted as a fort for the Face Punch Republic, a place of war, Space 2K2K adopts the completely opposite approach as a holy place for peace, for freedom and communism, which makes sense. Now, how to make sense of all this? Well, I'm going to say two words, and for some of you it's going to make complete sense like instantly. You ready? Armorsmith. Now honestly, I could do like an entire video on this guy and his group. He's certainly one of the more interesting characters from 2B2T's history, but for now I'm going to do my best to give you guys an idea as to who this person is, right? For those of you that don't already know, of course. So pretty much, Armorsmith is a player who joined 2B2T right off the bat with the sole intention of pissing off as many people as possible, and honestly, the way he did this was fucking flawless. Essentially what he did was he started his own group named after himself called Armorsmith's Followers, wherein he LARPed as like a literal god and basically acted as a dictator, forcing his members, or followers, to build shrines to him and build massive hammer and sickles, which was his logo, all over the server. Which, according to their website, which, yes, they have a website, is not in slavery, but just a platform to make you a successful 2B2T player. Now, you might be thinking, who the fuck on God's green earth would be retarded enough to look at this group and think, ah yes, this is something I would like to join? Well, I don't know why, but people somehow did. Now, this group itself, whilst weird on its own, would be pretty easy to ignore, right? However, pair it with intense, constant lagging of the server, huge amounts of spam, massive amounts of toxicity, and the intentional griefing of historic monuments, throughout 2017, 18, 19, and 20, Armorsmith would easily be considered one of the most hated players on the server, and just hearing his name still to this day can trigger a genuine emotional reaction of disgust from many 2B players. Like, there will probably be people watching this right now that will like genuinely hate that I'm talking about this guy, and that just shows how good of a job this guy did accomplishing his initial goal. Like, it's genuinely impressive. Anyway, so now you're caught up to speed on this Armorsmith guy, let's move on to talk about Space 2K2K. So, as was usual with this group, Armorsmith didn't actually do any of the building, right? He just came up with the ideas and instructed his followers to do so. So I guess one day, 4 years ago, he just woke up and decided he wanted to make a base at -2k in the end. And so he put a player named Turksy in charge of the project, who after recruiting some builders, began on this absolute masterpiece on the 1st of June 2018. So, what was built at this holy location? Well, of course, a lag machine, and this was before it was normal for Housemaster to pry ban and patch stuff in return for someone lagging the server, so it was fairly common to see working lag machines built at many bases at the time, which is something I don't miss, I'm not gonna lie, because these things could sometimes get the server down to like 1 TPS, which when you're trying to build your mega base or whatever the fuck, it can be pretty annoying, right? But yeah, along with this, there was, of course, the hardest parkour course on 2B2T apparently, and also a maze, which is pretty cool to be honest. I wish more people would build fun stuff at their bases like that. But other than the cathedral built to praise Armorsmith and the holy Kaaba built around where Armorsmith would log out his account, that's kind of the highlights. So now I think it's time to switch over to 2B2T, explain how this place was griefed, and check out the ruins. Let's go. So, I have arrived at Space 2K2K with my boy Amino Acid here, the most holy place in the end. Now that I do look at these ruins, I have actually been here before. I've definitely found this place while exploring the end in the past, which is quite cool. Obviously at the time I had no idea what the fuck it was. Now I know the lore and the deep history behind it. So yeah, I guess let's just have a fly around. One thing I want to see is if the, because I remember last time I was here, the like cover, the holy logout spot for the Armorsmith account was actually still intact. So I'm gonna have a fly around, see if I can find that. Obviously it's made out of obsidian, so that shit tends to last a bit longer. What's this? Oh, so this is a big like Statue of Liberty. Here, look, it seems we have the massive Armorsmith logo. Very very good build. And here's the maze, which is not very amazing anymore, I must say. It's looking a bit depressed, but you know, we move. And I think the cover should be like this way, I think. I will cut to when I find... Oh, no, it's here. Okay, we're good. Alright, so looks like some new fags come and taken all the gold, but it looks like on the inside... Oh, I feel the holy presence of Armorsmith within me. I mean, I'm liking that the light's still intact. That's kind of cool. I don't actually know who the individual builders were of each of the builds. I did talk to Armorsmith, but I don't think he can remember anything about it, to be honest. So all I know is that the builders listed, I listed at the beginning of the video, and then there are some other, because Armorsmith kind of invited like anyone who was kind of in his group that he deemed like worthy or some shit to this base to build. So yeah, we don't really know who built what and stuff, but I know Russia Fag was like one of the main builders. But yeah, that's kind of all we know, to be honest. I want to find the like hardest parkour course or some shit. Where is the hardest parkour course? Okay, this isn't the parkour horse, but this is the end farm. Looks like a guy called Merrick was here. Nice diamonds, bro. This guy stole your diamonds. What an insane man. Down there, yeah. I mean, it's all kind of in like ruins like this. Are always nice because you can actually identify what the fuck you're looking at, as opposed to craters. It's kind of during, I mean, this base was griefed in, what, 2018? And 2018, 2019 was kind of the time where griefing started to turn from just light TNTing into absolute cratering. But it looks like this place just kind of got lightly TNT. Well, I mean, this place is kind of, you know, destroyed. But yeah, I think the maze might also be wankered as well. What is this bro doing? Looks like we found the remains of the, I think it was the Armor State Presidential Tower, which, how's that looking on the inside? I saw some carpet flying in, so maybe it's still in good condition. Okay, alright. Pretty nice. Some goofy ass carpet colours, but you know, we move. Is there a sign on that? No. Oh, there's a banner. Never seen that one before. Let's have a look. What is this? I've never seen this banner in my life. Hold on. Let's see what it is. It is the join... Oh, okay. Alright, it's just some like new fat group or something. Moonshine. I recognise that name. I feel like that's like from like 2020 or something. Yeah, I can't remember. Like, the name rings a bell. I definitely know they were either a group or a shop. Which ran for a while. No idea. If you guys want to enlighten me in the comments, feel free to. Well, looks like my memory served me correctly, because I found this Reddit post from 2021, not 2020, but that at the time I downvoted. Moonshine owns 00, yeah, and this comment pretty much sums it up pretty perfectly, which I agreed with at the time, as you can see. So yeah, pretty funny. Back to the video. But yeah, I think that's pretty much it, to be honest. That's Space 2K2K. A pretty weird and random base that no one... I mean, I invited my friend out here to look at this with me, Amino Acid. It's his first time on in a while. I told him I was checking out Space 2K2K, and his response was like, what? Question mark. So, like, you know, it's just one of those kind of, like, forgotten things, and, you know, that might be for good reason. But, yeah, I think it's just cool to, like, talk about dumb things like these, right? It's just kind of entertaining. I've got some more ideas for this series that I think will be like another Moonshine banner, which I think will be entertaining as well. But yeah, I think that's kind of all from me today. I hope you enjoyed this video. More videos coming soon. 2023 is going to be a good year. Going to be uploading lots of epic content, lots of streams. I have started streaming again, so if you want to hop in the streams, then just hit notifications, join my Discord server, so you get pinged every time I upload or stream. And yeah, I love you guys, and I'll see you all in the next video. Kiss, kiss.